Hey, what's up, guys? Jimmy James coming at you. August 19th, Wednesday. Show will be out today. I'm doing a bonus episode, so anybody who heard me a little bit talking about some personal, some funny stuff, I'm going to get into some crazy shit. You guys might like it, you might not. I'm going to do a 30-minute bonus episode. So get ready for that. That will be today within an hour. So be ready. If you're driving into work, put me on. I should be done by 6:35. Took a wild guess there. Don't plan on that. Let's call it 6:45, 7 o'clock even. Be ready. Recording. That's right. Episode 2.5, the bonus. Now, this is my first little bonus podcast that I'm going to do here. What's up, everybody? Hope everybody's having a fucking wonderful week. Doing a little bonus podcast, honestly, because I had nothing else better to do. That's the truth to that. That's the God honest truth. The bonus. You know, the reason why I wanted to do this, also, before I get into any of my bullshit, thanks for stopping by and listening. I hope my podcast brings you many smiles and thoughts and ideas or questions. You know, there's a lot of people out there doing podcasts. Sorry about that bag in the background. Fucking trying to get some kind of a bag here. Anyway, a lot of people do podcasts. You know, it must be tough. There's a lot of people out there that do them. You know, and let me tell you something. You could be bad at them. I you know, whatever. I've liked comedians. I'm not going to name names. I've liked comedians for a long time. I'm not going to name names. I got like fucking 10 off the top of my head. But then they start doing these podcasts, and I'm like, why are these guys doing podcasts? You know, like, I understand everybody wants to pick their mind, you know, because they're known. But what about the unknown guys? What about, like, guys like me, the unknowns? You know? And just to clarify anything, I never said I was a fucking comedian. I did some comedy, should I say something? I did some comedian. I did a comedian, too. That's probably true. Counting myself, that's 2 comedians. No, I did some comedy, some light comedy in New Jersey. That's Wildwood Boardwalk. At Wildwood, New Jersey, the boardwalk down there, like Atlantic City has a boardwalk. Well, Wildwood has that. If you don't know what that is, look it up. New Jersey, Wildwood. By the way, I know you hear a lighter in the background. I'm quitting smoking. It's a big step in my my life. I'm pretty much chewing on a straw. Like, listen to this. You hear that? That's a fucking straw. That's what I'm chewing on. Because I want a cigarette so fucking bad. And I figured this would be a good time to do a bonus episode for the podcast, for the Jimmy James Show, which I kind of renamed it, you know, just a little bit to keep it more recognizable. I noticed it. I did go back and listen to my broadcast, people. I said I probably would skim through it. I did go back and listen once. And then I went back a couple times, like, wow, I fucked that up. I should have said that then there. You know what? And I didn't edit. I didn't edit a fucking thing. So that's a good thing. I didn't smoke yet. I'm talking about the other smoke. You know, some of you might frown upon that. Oh, he smokes. But, yeah, to get caught up, let's figure this out. I got to get my notepad. But this was going to be a bonus about, you know, just bullshit. I didn't want to get on any topics I talked about already. I always do, like, I'll check the news. I figure I'd do that. Oh, yeah. My first and only note, I'm an asshole. I'm a caring asshole. That's not what it says. It just says I'm an asshole with like quotations, but caring. I'm a caring asshole. Um, to help. Yeah, like I put this in here. I write down things, topics, my problems, how to help other people, what problems that I've went through, and of course, I don't know what problems you went through. Nobody else walked in your shoes but you. Don't let anybody ever tell you otherwise. But if you want any of, if you ever want me to shed some light on that, or if you feel like you don't have an answer to something and you can't find it on, Google, whatever the fuck you're Googling, you can always ask a podcaster. What do we podcast? What do we podcast people? I mean, you're the podcastee. I'm the podcaster. Anyway, you can always just send a message in. Messages, I didn't check messages. Or I did. Did I? I did, I think, after the first day, and then you know what, there was nothing. It was only like, 10 hours past. I totally forgot. I could probably check them right now, but I believe, yep, I don't know, let's see. Yep. You hear them little pauses right there? I was just checking to see if I could close this. See, what I would have to do is stop the recording, which I like to go live. Balls to the fucking wall, rock out with my cock out, hang out with my wang out type of thing. I have no notes here. Where's all my notes at? They're on the other page. I didn't want to get into news today. No news other than the weather. I could get into that. Can I? Can I get into the weather? Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I can get into the weather. All right, look at this. Look at this. So, Larry, hit us up with the weather. Well, tonight, it's going to be mostly cloudy. Highs of 82, 60 for the low, 71 Fahrenheit. Now, it's going to be a pretty fucking normal day. Nothing so serious. I don't really see anything happen until like 4 p.m. today, maybe a little rain. Nothing all week. Clouds, and more clouds. It's going to be fucking hot on Monday, though. That's what it looks like. It's going to be hot all week, I guess. Fuck, it's summertime, Sorry if I did a bad weather guy impression there. I wasn't really trying. Plus, it's early as fuck. By the way, just in case, I wanted to throw that out there. Anchor helped me by throwing some support out there to how to get started into the podcast. Just on a quick, hopefully 20-second, 30-second note here. Podcasting is very therapeutic. I recommend you do it. You just hit the button. You don't have to publish it. You hit the button, talk, give yourself like a goal time. It could be 5 minutes, 10 minutes. It don't matter. Set that goal time and then reach for it. It does get tough the higher you go, obviously, but I'm not a fucking monkey up here doing tricks. So everybody's, I'm talking to you and I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to say next. Oh, here it is. Okay. What I'm saying is it's very therapeutic. If you have ADHD, I talk about that a lot. I'm not going to be talking about that today too much, but if you need help, there's plenty of help sites out there. Also, you can always ask questions. I will answer them the best I can if you're not comfortable talking to a doctor. I 100% recommend you talk to a doctor. Once again, I am not a doctor. I suffer with chronic anxiety. But that's life. Boo fucking who, right? People got it worse. Kids are starving or they're starving in Africa. They're fucking getting hungry. Device on fire. Yeah. This is the shit I wrote down last week. Oh, man. Another reason why I decided to do this, like little bonus podcast, honestly. Well, quitting smoking was one. You know, I'm getting there. I'm not done. I'm not in quit yet. And I never quit. Oh, by the way, I never made a promise to quit. I've thought about making promises, but I finally went and made a promise. I don't know if I talked about that last time. Fuck, I don't even know when I aired. Listen to me talking like I fucking make millions or something. I'm over here bugging you. I'm begging you guys and hey, help me out, support me $1 a month. Hey, come on, $1 a month, guys. $1 a month just to hear me blabber on. You know, you don't even have to listen. There's $1, there's $5, I think it's 10. Honestly, I don't know. I looked at it once. I wasn't going to be out there begging people. I just wanted to do this to be therapeutic. Maybe somebody out there goes through something similar. Maybe they like some of my stories. So this is kind of like a bonus episode. I guess if I had to put a label on it, you know, like they say to try to put a label on, try to capture your audience. Capture them. The more you capture, the more you will create and, you know, you'll be fucking well known. So I'm looking within a year to be like famous, wealthy as shit. Probably blow that money on a boat and then just fucking sail away. No. Probably 2-3 years and I could sail away. I don't know what I'm doing next. I'm going to put my pen and paper down because I want to get like straight up winging it. I'm going to wing it today. All right. My pen and paper are going away. All right. So, since I know I could do this now and close my phone and still anchor, we're at, yeah. Actually, it's 82 degrees out. Real feels 75, 71 degrees out. I'm the news guy. I'm fucking giving news. I just said I won't give the news. I was about to say what's looking in the news, but I didn't want to talk about that. I wanted to get into 2 subjects real quick. This is just a bonus for sports and gaming. Gaming and sports, because I got to keep it real 100. I'm a little pissed about JoJo and the 76ers. They lost the game. They should have won. But then again, I say should have. Not meaning like it should have been a blowout, but they should have won it. 18 fucking turnovers. And I didn't want to make a podcast just about sports because I literally could sit here all day and talk about basketball, probably mostly basketball, hockey, not really football. I mean, I can get into it. But the fucking, oh my God. I was watching the game, I DVR'd it, and I didn't want to see anything, so I watched the next day. And Jesus Christ, I was watching the game, and I just thought JoJo. I was watching Joel Embiid. He was going crazy. He was hit his first 5 shots, 6 shots. He had a step back Johnny 3, which was like, no, yeah, you know, one of them kind of shots. As Mark Zumoff would say, I love him. He's my favorite broadcaster. So anyway, skipping through all the bullshit, what do you guys think about that? What do you think about the Sixers? What do you think they're going to do? You think they're going to replace some things up? The first thing I noticed is they had Shake Milton starting, which I don't mind, but I said it. This was as I was watching it, not live. I said, why is Matisse Thybulle? They call him Clamps, if you know. Why is Matisse Thybulle not out there guarding Jason Tatum? And as soon as I said that, I was coming from a commercial. I didn't know they put him in because they put him in pretty early if you go back and watch. He then once came out, and then he came out and had a blocker. I think, yeah, he had a block on Jason Tatum. Just a midi, but still. I don't get, you know, how, I guess every fan gets like that. You know, there's certain wants and needs. You can't fill everything, but Matisse Thybulle, he's a keeper. I think 90% of Sixers fans, 4 more, would agree to that. So that's just getting a little bit the Sixers, and I could go on and on. I watched all the other games. I skimmed through some of the other games, the Nuggets and Toronto Raptors. I don't know. I'm not looking it up right now. I'm not looking at anything. I told you I'm keeping it real. So yeah. So we got to get it tonight. We have to get it tonight. They said 75% of the teams that are on the road who win game one, is it 75, 76%, go on to win that series, the playoff series. So, getting on to something else, we're gonna take a small break and be back in about I'd say 5 minutes, but to you would be about 2 seconds. Okay, guys, we're back. Sorry about that. I had something to do there. Something came up in the middle of me doing that. I was like in the middle of the podcast, and I'm like, wait a minute here. I had something going on. Oh, anyway, second part I wanted to talk about. Now, I don't know if I'll spend I don't even know how much time I did anymore. What I do, about 10, 15 minutes? I don't know. Xbox. I'm an Xbox. Never liked PlayStation. Don't care about PlayStation. For you people, and I mean you people, yeah, exactly, I said it. The ones who play PlayStation, you know what I mean by that, because I play Xbox. So you will understand this reference. When I say you people, I mean you people. I mean exactly what I'm saying. They're releasing it. They got a PlayStation 5, but that's not what I want to talk about. The PlayStation 5 looks nice, but the Xbox Series X is coming out. I think it's still to be determined, or whatever the fuck. I don't know what the date is, but that looks really nice. I play on the Xbox. User gamer tag is Unit Killer X, capital U, capital K, capital X, spaces in between. Should be down there in the description. I play 2K. I'm a bowler. Play NHL, play a little World War Z, and a little Halo 2. Honestly, I have time to game, but I don't play as much as, I guess, I wouldn't say normal person, but it's not as fun as you think. Just, like, oh, I could play a video game for 6 hours. No, it's not. It's not. It's not as fun as it's definitely something you would enjoy. Maybe busting your ass at work. I want to apologize too with my accent. I say a lot of like, and I'm Italian and I'm Irish. If anybody was wearing them half and half, well, when I was down Wildwood, my grandmother, that was the Irish side, she said, when you're down here, you're 100% Irish. And, then she would kick in after a couple drinkaroos. She'd be, well, you're 90% Irish and 10% Scottish. So I never really did the math when I was growing up. I used to tell people, well, I'm 50% Italian, 50% Irish, and my grandmother tells me I'm 10% Italian or Scottish. And after I did the math, and I'm like, this is, people laughed at me. I didn't know what the fuck I was like. I was a kid. I didn't know numbers. The fuck, I didn't even know my name until I was like 13. So both sides were so different, is what I'm trying to get into. Like, not to get off the gaming subject, by the way, before I change this whole subject on both sides of my family, if you have any questions, anything like, what you like, you can also add me as a friend on Xbox. If you're PlayStation, go fuck yourself. Like, seriously. Don't be one of those people who buy a PlayStation, have a PlayStation for like 10, 15 years, then buy an Xbox and be like, oh, well, this is better. Well, now I got Xbox and PlayStation. Now, fuck you. You still got your PlayStation. A true Xbox warrior would sell that fucking PlayStation. And I'm talking, I would have my Xbox One X over the PlayStation 5. That's how hardcore Xbox I am. That's not saying I like everything Xbox Microsoft does. Anyway, that's done with that. Basically what I was saying, any questions about the Xbox Series X, or anything what do you think about the gaming and some of the transfers between some of those games I was talking about, 2K, Shell, about the VC and how much you spend. Is the $100 2K21 worth it? I think it is. Only this year. It's funny because every year I say it's not. but, I didn't buy it. Obviously, I only pre-ordered the cheap one. Anyway, that's pretty much it about that. Hit me up with that. So, getting back to the family. I am half Irish on my my father's side, and half Italian on my mother's side. I can go either or. I mean, if I'm in a pickle, I look more Italian. I look more Italian than I do Irish, obviously. My last name's O'Hara. I know it's called the Jimmy James Show, but that's, it's what my father was called, and a lot of people called me that. And I started running it on the back of all my jerseys and everything I wore through my sports. So I just said, fuck it, it's mine now. I wear the number 30. I used to be 15, but I wear the number 30 to represent my sister Gina Marie O'Hara. Her birthday just passed. She is no longer with us, but that is my new number, 30. Anyway, what I was trying to say is growing up with Irish and Italian, I was talking about this a little bit earlier, or should I say a little bit on my last episode, that it's fucking tough. You got one side that does drugs and one side that drinks. Not everybody on every side. I'm just saying a select few. Every family member has one, or 2 or 10. And if you're one of my family members, which I never thought about saying this, if one of my family members or somebody close, you might have seen it pop up on Facebook and you're like, this guy making a podcast. Hey, you're listening. How many minutes are you in? What are you waiting for? You know where I live. No, I don't care. It's you know what? I learned one thing. This is what I want to talk about too, about family. If you decide to do a podcast, don't fucking tell your family to listen. Don't go up to your father, your mother, like, listen to my podcast. I just made one. I'm going to be so famous. I'm shooting for the stars, Ma. No, but no, don't tell. Don't tell. I'm not trying to be funny or anything right there. You don't want to be funny because I'll be fucking stoned out of my mind. And no, I have not yet done that. You might hear the lighter. That's just a force of habit as I took this up. Yeah. So, whatever the fuck I was just talking about, it'll come back to me. You got to remember, doing the podcast, like I said, is more of a therapeutic. This was the bonus, basically letting you know that, look, I'll be back if I feel as though this is working for me. I feel like any platform that you can come and talk, and just get the shit out of your way. Get all the shit out of your system, and just say what's on your chest, get it out there. And if somebody responds back, even if I hit one person, if I make one person laugh today, or think today, or say, yeah, what the fuck, or like what's going on, maybe change their way, especially people suffering with ADHD, chronic anxiety. No joke on that front. That's big. That's huge to me. And like I said, I will be doing more of an episode on that. That's just going to be strictly ADHD, nothing else, nothing less. No jokes, no messing around, no me just bullshitting around and getting off topic. It's going to be very on point. I feel as though I did kind of a poorly job in my last episode about it, and I figured, you know what, that's too much of a topic to just hit 10 minutes. I don't even know how long I talked on it. I got my shit together. 10 minutes, I don't even know how long I talked about it. Actually, I'm about to end this podcast, this little bonus one. This bonus one is nothing mean bonus to you, this bonus is just like to me saying, hey, I did a 30-minute, I did an hour. The least I can go out there and do is do another, 30 minutes. Sorry this was interrupted. I didn't edit anything, if that's what you're wondering. I had a little something to do right there. But I want everybody who's listening to send me in a question. It could be stupid. It could be a stupid question. Ask me why the clouds are, white. I don't give a shit. I'll answer it. I mean, obviously you should fucking know that. If you don't, But if you don't know it, if you don't know something you think everyday people know and you feel stupid for not knowing, trust me, I'll give you this little thing of my other grandfather. This is my grandfather, my Irish grandfather used to say. He said, what he used to do, and I'm ending on this note, what he used to do, he was a cop also for 35 years. Philadelphia Police Department, by the way, sergeant. What he used to do is if he was in a room of people and he heard a word that he didn't know, he wouldn't say nothing, but later on, or whatever, this is what he told me, later on he would go and look up that word and then know that word. So the next time he hears it, he then can reply on what they're talking about or what that word is. I recommend if you're a younger guy, my target age audience is whatever. It's whatever. Obviously, you got to be over 18, but I hope so. And I thought that was like awesome. I thought that was awesome, awesome wisdom to give somebody. And I know it's so stupid. Like, yeah, of course, look up the word, right? But when you're 12, 16 years old. He's hit me with this up, and I remember the first word I ever heard was turmoil. I looked that up. That's Turmoil, I believe, right? Turmoil? Yeah. I'm not fucking spell the word. I'm not good with words, but I looked it up, and it means a state of confusion. So, and then I started doing email dictionary, the word of the day. And I would try to use that word in a sentence in the day. And then I kind of died down. But these are things that will help in the long run. Like I said, I'm going to get in my next episode. Let me know what you guys, if there's like even 10 messages out there, I'll be doing them next one. But if not, even if I don't get any messages, I'll just fucking answer other questions from news or something that we don't know yet. I'm going to be getting into so much shit. I had so much shit on my mind. I'm telling you, this is why I had to do the bonus. I'm already running like another minute or 2 minutes over than what I wanted to do. I only wanted to do 30 minutes. And it's not like I have no material in front of me. I am straight winging it right now. Meaning, I'm talking to you from the heart. And, I want you to know why I'm doing this, and there'll be more in the next episode. So stick around. You might find yourself in a greeting of an Irishman. I might actually have somebody, maybe a guest, I don't know, come and do like a 10-minute, maybe 5-minute talk. So we'll see how that goes. I don't know who I'm getting yet. It's not going to be a celebrity. Maybe. Could be. By the way, when I said I was a comedian, I wanted to throw that in there when I was on the pause. Wildwood Boardwalk. I didn't mean I was a comedian. I did some stand-up. Where was it? Sit down? I guess we sat down. We did comedian improv down Wildwood in this little place, this little joint. It was, it was like an improv place. Honestly, I can't believe I forget the name. If you look at it, it still might be there. I don't even know if it's still there. I was more going towards like West Wildwood. And then I was the clown on the dunk tank. You knocked in, high and dry, knocked me in the water and all that shit. And I would just make fun of people all day. And I made $15 an hour doing that. And I was 18. This is going back 1998, 97 to 2000-ish. And I got $15 an hour. Sometimes I was in there for like 6 hours. The longest was 8 to 10. If the other guy didn't show up, you kind of got screwed. It's on YouTube. I don't know if I'm on YouTube because that was fucking before YouTube was really I don't think YouTube was really that. Was it? I don't know when YouTube wasn't that big yet. But I'm sure somebody recorded me. I always had cameras in my face all the time. I mean, up on the clown thing. But you got to remember, being up on that thing, there's 1,500 people coming through there every 3 minutes. So you got to be on the go. But I only had 15 minutes of material, so I figured after 15 minutes, either I got to start making up some new shit, or you just got to you start cycling back to your old shit, and then the new group comes in. You can't keep any comic, anybody, comedian in the world of this will tell you, you can only have so much material at you at once. Okay, there's no savants of comedy. I mean, don't get me wrong. There's the greatest. If there's goats out there, there's the Dave Chappelle's and the Jerry Seinfeld's, and my favorite, which is Steve Christie. I can't think of his fucking name. Steve Carl. I always get him in the picture. Always, I used to say George Carlin, and I used to say Steve Carlin. It's the pitcher, I think. I think he was a pitcher for the Phillies. I don't know. My dad's the baseball. He's the baseball nerd. I'll get stats off of him. So if we talk some baseball, I can go to him. All right, that's it. That's the show. You guys have a great week. Happy hump day. Have a great Wednesday. Have a great Thursday. Look out for the rain later on at 4 o'clock. Don't forget, get your umbrella in your car and be out. All right, guys. I appreciate it. Take care. And like always, you're not alone. And have a great day. Go fuck yourselves. All right, take care. Hey, what's up, guys? It's Jimmy James. What's up? I haven't talked to you guys in a little over a week, if anybody actually listens. If not, whatever. Anyway, I'm going to have some new twisted shit coming up. Talking about some twisted shit, actually. You know me, I always go edit free. I still want to hit up Anchor out there for sponsoring me. I love them. It's a very therapeutic thing to do. If anybody's interested in a podcast, I want you to download the Anchor app and check it out. Alright, this is the Jimmy James Show. I'll be coming at you Sunday. Probably tonight or Sunday, I don't know. That's giving the truth. Probably Sunday. If I don't hear from you tonight, I'll definitely you'll be hearing from me Sunday. Ooh, I just got a reply from my mans. Alright, peace out, boys.